kind of unique. What made you write such graphic content?
Why not? I feel like, why not give it to them real? So many people try to sugarcoat so much. What's the purpose of me, holding back, trying to censor certain things when that's what keeps them being curious about certain things. When it's held back from them. You know how you say you open up Pandora's box, sometimes it's a good thing, of course, but in the same sense, I figured if I could really explain to them exactly to the point where, like I said, they can see and they can feel that hurt from that person that just lost a family member, or they can feel the fear of a person that's about to get incarcerated for something extreme, and you're not coming home for a long time, or even down to the simple fact of you just caring for another person and your loyalty towards another person being challenged. I wanted to show all of that.
Alright. So tell me a little bit about your book, bro. Like, give me some ideas of how you freak the book right quick. Called Licks.
Licks is something special. What I wanted to do is, the typical person, like I say, the Dream Team, we try to do something different every time. So with my novel, I didn't want to just make one main character. I wanted to give them many characters with such strong personalities that each one of them stands out as the main character of the book. I want them to miss the person that I was just speaking on a few minutes ago, just off of the strength of what I detailed about that person in those pages. Once they get to the next chapter, I want them to be looking for the next person, but you won't be able to because you'll be so caught up in the next character that I'm introducing to the novel. If I can keep your attention that long, to the point where they say a lot of African Americans aren't willing to sit down and read, let alone the youth are willing to sit down and read. I felt like I needed to give them something that would grab their attention and make those people sit down and read. It's kind of like, indirect manipulation.
It sounds like you on your game right now.
I try to do what I can.
So you're a writer, so
no, I'm not a writer. Hold on, I'm not a writer though, and I'm proud finally to say this. I'm not a writer. I'm an author.
You're an author, so back me up then. Let's get that up. Scared. You know what I mean? But my homie, author Marcellus Copeland. You already know what time it is. Book's called Licks, and we're still gonna go through this anyway though. So let me know. Who's your publishing company and how did you publish your books and stuff? Give me an idea of or for those youth out there or anyone that's looking to get into the business. How did you do your grind to get this published?
One thing about this, and this is something that me and a comrade were always speaking on, is like I'm learning slowly but surely that the author industry is almost like the music industry to a certain degree. And what I mean by that is the hometown of any music artist will always feel like the person that is isn't looking back and trying to bring them up as well. And that's understandable because some people just genuinely don't. Evidently, in the author world, it's the same way. There's so many people that are from Virginia or from the East Coast or the Southeast area where I'm from, where they're already established and they're not willing to look back and really give a hand back to those other authors that are, aspiring and trying to really become the next them. So me and a friend of mine, we basically just literally put in all the lead work ourselves, from the graphic design to the title to the editing to the revising, the proofreading, so on and so forth. We put in that lead work ourselves, and we self-published from the beginning. But the thing is, when you put in that kind of lead work yourself, it makes it so much easier to help the next person not have to go through the limbos and I guess you could say the closed doors. We felt like what we wanted to do is we did something a little different. So what we did was we came up with two companies. My company's called In the Streets Publishing, and my friend LaTony Crumbles, his publishing company is called Dream Team Publishing. So what we wanted to do is, that's my comrade, it's my brother. So I made myself in a position where I could do it with my company, and he did the same thing with his company, where I'm vice president of Dream Team Publishing, and he's vice president of In the Streets Publishing. But we wanted to basically just give those who couldn't have or didn't have those avenues to get out there a better avenue, a more convenient avenue, a more accessible avenue, where they can get their thoughts and their dreams and their images in their heads out to the world. And as as you can see, that's what we're trying to do to this day. The Dream Team is pretty strong, but you know, Industries Publishing, Dream Team Publishing, two things to look out for.
That's what's up. So tell the people, you know, where they can copy your book at, purchase your book.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that the book was as accessible as possible. So what I wanted to do is I have paperbacks online at lulu.com. That's LULU.com. And I also have it available for Kindles. So if you have a Kindle out there, it's right there for you. Amazon.com, like I said, and Kindle.com. That's KINDLE.com. Amazon.